You not Superman. Stop trying to be Superman. It's okay to process and feel every emotion. June is Men's Mental Health Month. So I want to talk about that specifically. So I want to talk directly to the fellas. And I want you to remember that you don't have to do this thing called life alone. You don't have to do it trying to like be the superhero for everybody. Because what's happened over the decades is we as men have been told that, like the song by Music Soul Child, I was told the true definition of a man was to never cry, work till you die, got to provide. That is flawed. You should cry. You should feel every emotion and not be ashamed of it. But I also want to say that we have to hold each other accountable because for the last maybe 7 years or so, I feel like the mental health space has become very open and embracing. So I think in the year of 2025, we can no longer use the excuse that we haven't been given a safe space because you don't need permission to heal. You don't need permission to take care of your mental health. You don't have to ask anyone. If someone doesn't provide a safe space for you, you create one. So I want to get that out the way. Yes, in the past, it has been an issue where we as men haven't had a safe space to open up. We haven't been able to be vulnerable. We haven't had, you know, um, the tools and the resources, but we do now. Everything is available. So I don't think it's a good thing to say, well, I can't be vulnerable because I haven't been given a space. Because you have the space. Whether that be social media, whether that be friends and family, it's okay to talk about it. So to get into it, take care of yourself, brothers, for real. Because believe it or not, stress can take you out. Stress will get you out of here. You hear me? And I know a lot of times we feel like crying and showing emotion is a sign of weakness, but in reality, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're a human. It shows that you are capable of not just being like this hard soul and this hard individual. Allow yourself to be free. Set yourself free by getting the help that you need during that time because anxiety and depression is nothing to play about. Been there, done that. I've personally have been in and out of therapy now for since 2021, maybe something like that. So it's cool to get help, and that honestly changed my life because it helped me process my emotions, process how I was feeling. It made me a better husband, a better father, and a better person because I was able to sit down with a professional to unpack and process stuff that I didn't know how to like really deal with. So it was a stepping stone. And here's the thing: when you start to heal and you start to take care of your mental health, it's an ongoing process. It's not a one size fit all type thing. There's work to be done. And you got to remember that, fellas, that like once you start to seek help, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an ongoing process and it takes time. It's not a magic pill that you take. It's not going to just magically all get better overnight. You know what I mean? Like you have to be willing to put the work in. You have to be willing to acknowledge, the things that are the past that got you to that point of depression, the things that got you to that point of always feeling anxious. But that's why it's important to reach out to a professional because there's only so much that your friends and family are going to be able to provide you with and talk to you about. You need somebody who understands the human body, the human mind, and emotions and stuff like that, and how to break all of that down. You know, I know a lot of y'all, like myself, we smiled through the pain, we laughed through the pain. No matter how we were feeling, how depressed we were, we got up, we went to work, we made sure everybody was taken care of. We made sure we didn't miss any events. We showed up for everybody. But you made it through. And I want you to remember that just like you made it through when you were feeling defeated, there's another side, man, where you don't have to deal with that stuff alone and struggle. You hear me? And if you have people in your life that brush you off and disregard your emotions and your feelings and stuff, man, get those type of people from around you, because they're not going to be beneficial to your healing process and to your journey and to your overall mental health. Because remember, you trying to come out of a place. You don't want to be around people who keep you in that place and make fun of it. And that goes for family, colleagues, whatever it is, because some people don't think that mental health is real, especially in men. They think that, like, oh, you just need to go to the gym. And even though the gym is a good tool to release some stress and blow off some steam. However, if you're not doing nothing to unlearn certain behaviors and process and understand why you feel the way you feel, in unpacking childhood trauma or whatever it may be, the gym ain't gonna be only is only gonna be so good for so long. So I want you to dig in your bag. I want you to be honest with yourself, and I want you to open up to you and say, man, look, I need to check me. I need to get me in order, because you're not no good to nobody else if you're not good to yourself. It's the reason why a lot of men, reach that breaking point, because we wait till that balloon is so full that it pops. Don't wait until you reach your breaking point to seek help, because a lot of times people don't come back from that. Sometimes when people when we hold everything in and we bottle everything up and we wait to the last minute to literally seek help, man, a lot of times we've allowed it to go too far. Don't be that person that just waits and waits and waits and like, oh, I'm fine. You brush it off constantly and not realizing that you actually doing more harm than good. Stop keeping that in, man. Release it. The best thing you can do when it comes to dealing with, your mental, is to get it out and not hold on to it. Don't harbor it in. Find you a safe space. Find you a safe person or persons that if your therapist is not available right then and there, find you somebody who will allow you just to get it off your chest. Because a lot of times we just need to get it out. That's been the biggest problem that I've realized with men, is that a lot of times we are afraid to even talk to our homeboys and partners about it. We're afraid to be judged, and we don't want to come off as being weak or being soft, so we don't even talk to them about our issues, and we bottle it up and we pretend like it's all good until that balloon overinflates and pops. Don't do that. If you can't go to your partner and your homeboy and talk about some issues that you're going on, not necessarily to receive any feedback or anything, but just to get it out, then that's not a safe place for you. That's not a safe person for you. And you gotta reevaluate the people you keep around you, because you have to create a safe environment for your mental health to thrive. And listen, therapy isn't it isn't like a one-stop shop. It's not going to fix everything, but it'll help you. In my opinion, I feel like it'll help you understand some things. And then you have to use the tools that they give you, that you learn, and put them to work in your everyday life. You don't just go and be like, okay, yeah, I talked, I got it out, and that's that. No, you have to put the work in. So, like, if you go to therapy and your therapist give you homework or give you some tools to help you process, to help you regulate, make sure you're putting that to use in everyday life. You don't want to spend your money for nothing. You know what I mean? But it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to seek help. What's not cool is keeping it into yourself and feeling like you can't talk to nobody because society has deemed that it isn't safe. That's the old way of thinking. We're getting help now. We talking to people. We processing our emotions. We crying. You know what I mean? We venting. We getting it off our chest. We not like letting that build up to the point of stress and then possibly being taken out of this world because of it. And I know the younger generation, millennials, Gen Z, and stuff like that. We are more receptive and open to these things. I know the older generations really aren't. So you might have your pops or your granddaddy, your grandpa, who they may look at it as being weird, and they might still have that old way of thinking, like, oh, you know, that's for suckers, that's for losers, that's for women. You need to toughen up, man. Listen, that is not a safe space for you. That's not a safe space for you, and it's okay to let them know, like, hey, look, that's not how I'm choosing to run my life. I want to get help because I want to be around, because you could be a thug in therapy. You know what I mean? Thugs go to therapy too. So don't let nobody try to trick you and scare you out of getting you together and making sure you straight. It's nothing wrong with therapy. It's nothing wrong with being emotional. You know what I mean? You don't have to be hard all the time and tough all the time, man. Love on you. Love you enough to seek the help. Create the space, regardless if someone gives you the space, because at the end of the day, you don't need anyone's permission to take care of your mental health and to heal. Remember that you deserve healing, you deserve good health, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally. You deserve, as a man, to exist happily in this world. So take care of your mental health. Don't let people discourage you not to. Don't let them tell you that like you being weak or anything like that. Because you are stronger than they'll ever be if you can acknowledge that you need help. So don't be shy about it. Break the stigma. Take care of yourself, man. And I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of a Quick Little Word podcast. It's your boy Chris Wright. Be sure to check out the description for everything. All of the links, the merch. I'll drop some resources down in the description as well, about getting help if you're struggling. Be sure to check out the book. The podcast audio will also be linked. And until next time, peace, love, and happiness.